What's up, guys? Today is Thursday, and you know what it is. Time to review American Horror Story Season 8, Episode 1. Let's get it.
We gon' clear that shit. Clear the all my bitches on go. None of you hoes want smoke. No smoke. We been getting to the dough. Y'all been hating on the low. Stop hating. That's my dog for sure. That's my dog. Yeah, that's my bitch. Yeah, that's my bitch. And she gon' ride for sure. She gon' ride.
Listen, I don't want no bullshit this season, Ryan Murphy. You have set all of us up before where the season start off popping, and then as we get to episode 4, we be like, what is this? Real talk, I didn't even finish Cult. Cult was ridiculous. Now, you know, according to the peoples, that this season is supposed to be a mixture of Coven, one of the best, and Murder House, one of the best. Now, I hope you ain't, gooping the children, Ryan Murphy, and having us believe that you may be back on point. But so far from the first episode, it looks good. But let's not fake, because he will throw you in a trick bag so quick, and you be like, what the fuck? So the show opens up in a hair salon, right? And the hairstylist is Evan Peters. His name is Mr. Gilliam, and the client is Leslie Grossman. Her name is Coco St. Pierre, Cardigan, Toys R Us, I don't know, Richie Poo. And she is in the seat, talking her rich people talk. And outside is like anarchy, right? So her assistant, Mallory, comes in and they both like, what the hell is going on here? Is Kim Kardashian out there on the street somewhere? But shortly after that, she received a call from her father, who informs her that the world is coming to an end, baby, and this ain't a joke. Me, your mama, and your brother, we over here, we ain't gonna make it to the airport. We just gonna blow up with the rest of the world. But you, my love, it's a car coming. I need you to get in that car so you can make it to the daggone airport. Period. So Coco Von Rich billionaire daughter understands that altogether she has 4 tickets. She has a ticket for herself, and the 3 tickets that were for her father, her brother, and her mother. But they're not making it. So she got 3 other seats, right? Coco is a vain person. She decides to give one of the tickets to her hairstylist. The second ticket goes to her her assistant, Mallory, because she said she can't even wipe her ass without Mallory. I said, oh, Jesus, I don't never want to be that damn. Coco Von Rich lady is in the car with her assistant. She's on the phone with her husband. Husband, listen, the world is coming to the end. I need you to get to the airport immediately. Unfortunately, what happens is the husband is not going to make it because there's so much traffic and so much anarchy. I mean, people are jumping out of windows because they would rather kill themselves than die from a nuclear holocaust. And I'd be saying to myself, what would I do? Do I want to, would that be? So meanwhile, while Coco Von Richie Poo and Mallory are on their way to the airport, Evan Peters then went to the house to go pick up his nana, who is Joan Collins, right? Now, Evan Peters is very well aware that there is a ticket out there, that she got some tickets, okay? So what he does is he meets her at the airport and goes, the first thing he said, oh, your hair, what happened to your hair? She was like, my hair. He knows that she's vain, right? He also knows that there's a 4th ticket there. Now, what he didn't know was that the husband was not going to be able to make it. But fortunately, the husband did not make it. Well, not fortunately, but the way, so that it was set up just the way it's supposed to set up. Fortunately, the husband didn't make it. And Joan Collins' nana is on the plane to whatever rich people compound that they done got together that would save them from the nuclear holocaust. We get to the next scene where Timothy, he is a young person who may be 17, 18 years old, who just got accepted into UCLA, right? They so busy celebrating the young man's success that when the father comes to the door, the father is like, you not watching the news? It's war. We finna die. Black coats is coming through the door. Now, the black coats only come for a few reasons. The black coats come when somebody's getting fired, when somebody's dying or dead, or when the government is finna make. The black coats came in and said, we want your son. They said, why? Why you want our son? Why not all of us? They said, oh, okay, so none of y'all fit the bill. It's your son's genetics that we need. it sounded shady, but the parents were like, I don't care as long as one of my children will make it. So the son went with the Black Coast child. He don't even know where the hell he was going. He was just doing it. Fuck it, we gonna die anyway. They transport the son Timothy to a cage facility where he meet this pretty little black girl. I think she's Spanish. What's her name? The pretty little black girl her name is Ash Santos, Emily. So we have with Tim, whose real name is Kyle Allen, and Emily, Ash Santos or Santos, something like that, where they meet, you know, and they both explain to each other their stories. They don't understand how they were chosen. It all sounds like bullshit to them, but it kind of sort of reminds me of Coven, because you know that those girls, those witchy poo girls, were chosen. So that may be what they're talking about, where the Coven meets the murder house. I don't know. You know, I don't know. You know, like I said, we be popping. Episode 1, episode 2, episode 3, we like, what in the hell is going on here? Episode 4, we like, okay, now we forcing it. Episode 5, we looking at something else, child. Moving on. So after the kids meet in the cage facility, the black coats come back and transport them to another facility. And what is explained to them is that you have been chosen. The other people there to where we're transporting you to have paid $100 million a piece to be transported to this facility. They get to the fallout shelter, okay? And the team greets the two young people where they are, I guess, radiation checked or something like that, where they got that little tick, tick, tick machine running over them and spraying them with all kinds of stuff. Decontamination. That's what they going through, decontamination. So anyway, this is where Sarah Paulson breaks down to the young people. Listen, this is basically the purples and the grays, the haves and the have-nots. And you need to be lucky because you ain't rich. You were chosen. You were chosen to be a purple. They're like purples. Purples are chosen and they are rich, worthy, elitists. Okay? Now the grays, you know, they need to be grateful that they was chosen too because they have been chosen to serve position. She is the strong right arm of that particular fallout shelter, and she is hired by the co-op, the rich and powerful, to make sure that that particular fallout shelter runs effortlessly. Okay? So Sarah Paulson also breaks down the rules to them and tell them, don't you ever leave this motherfucker. It will not be any finger popping and monkey slapping in here. And when I think about it, it shouldn't be because, I mean, it would be babies everywhere. But then, I mean, if you're going to populate the new world, you would want it to be babies everywhere. But I don't know. Maybe because they don't have enough food. I don't know. Anyway, we get to dinner where the two young people meet Joan Collins, the gay couple, Stu and Andre, Coco Von Richie Poo, Mallory, who is a gray. Everybody else is a purple. And then Dinah Stevens. That's the black lady who's always there. Like she was in, you know her. The black lady that's always there. That's not Angela Bassett. Wondering, is Angela Bassett coming back? I think she's coming back. Now she's doing a show with, for Ryan Murphy, 911, I'm sure. He probably so sick of American Horror Story. And I would do exactly what he's doing. I would get somebody else to come in and help me. So then that way you can come up with new, bright ideas and just supervise it because he's doing something else. Another show on Fox, I think, called 911. And when I tell you Angela Bassett is looking so sexy as that woman cop, I say, oh, yes. Dinner, and they looking at these vitamin cubes like, what in the world is going on? Coco snaps. Coco like, wait a minute now. You know. She snaps, but that hair on fleek, you know. That hair's on fleek. Evan Peters is, if he ain't doing nothing else, he's making sure that hair's on fleek. But she snaps and she's like, basically, wait a minute. I done paid $100 million. And now all we eating is vitamin cubes. I'm sick of this bullshit. Shall Sarah Paulson come up and smack her in the face and be like, be grateful, bitch. Where we meet Kathy Bates. And we realize that Sarah Paulson is the captain and Kathy Bates is the co-captain, okay? And Kathy Bates looks so good with like that dark hair and that dark lip. Child, oh my God, she was killing. Kathy, now I know you got gray hair, baby. I know you got gray hair, but you might want to maintain that look because it looks good on you. What Sarah Paulson does is she break down the survival. Listen, you're going to have to eat these damn vitamin cubes until we figure out what's next. But as of right now, your compliance depends on your survival, or your survival depends on your compliance. So pull yourself together, billionaires. Pull yourself together before we take you around there and do something with your announcement saying, okay, this place has been contaminated. And they said, well, let's check the people sitting down at the table. Kathy Bates walk around with the tick, tick, boom machine, you know, tick, 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 tick. And the people who have been contaminated, according to the machine, is Evan Peters and one of the gay couple, Stu. Child, they take them into that room. Damn near scrub the skin off their body. Evan Peter passes, okay? Now, Stu, he ain't passed. Stu was like, look, I can't take this no more. I can't take you scrubbing my skin off. You done scrub my skin off. Child, does that work? Can you scrub off radiation? Is that possible? So anyway, Stu was like, look, I can't take this no more. If I'm still tick, tick, booming, I can't take it. Kathy Bates was like, you don't have to do it again, baby. And put one of them things in his head, if you know what I mean. So moving to where Kathy Bates and Sarah Paulson is up in the room playing dress up in purple, rejoicing in the fact that they didn't, you know, put one in one of the daggone occupant's head, and that this is how we want to do this. You know, if they don't comply, you know, hey, get them out of here. We ain't got time to be playing around with these people. Either play by my rules or get the fuck out. This is where Kathy Bates say, the corporation wouldn't be pleased with how we handling things. Sarah Paulson is like, why you worried for? They ain't got to know what nothing we got going on. You know, are you scared? Are you backing out? You don't want to be my friend no more? Was like, no, I got killing in my blood. I can do this. I can do this. She like, so then we get back to the table with Stu. It's Stu. Child, they munching and crunching. They just happy to be able to eat something other than a damn vitamin cube, right? I mean, they is fucking it up. Until Stu's boyfriend pull a finger bone out and say, Stu is everybody's tripping out. Everybody's like, ah. And then it takes the voice of reason, Dinah, to say, listen, Stu was contaminated. Their job is to keep us alive. Why would they feed us contaminated stew? I mean, it was stew because it was a goddamn lie. Stew wasn't contaminated at all. They were just playing games. Music changes because they've been playing the same song for 2 weeks. And then now it's 18 months later. I said, oh, shit, we in the future, child. 18 months later. Now, the two kids, Emily and Kyle, I think it's Tim, they kissing, child. They bored. You know, when you bored and you ain't got nothing to do with your life, I mean, you want to kiss. Now, they said that's all they doing, but eventually they gonna start hunting. So then a visitor comes, and the visitor is from the co-op. And the visitor, Mr. Langdon, has said to Sarah Paulson and Kathy Bates, I'm here. I realize that you all are getting, I realize that you all are running short on supplies. There's another place down yonder, and I'm here to choose whoever I want to choose to take with me. There's an abundance of supplies there, and I'm going to choose who I want to choose. And I'm saying to myself, oh, you can't contend with Sarah Paulson. She want to stay in power. And if she moved to your place, that means you'll be in power. No. So I'm going to figure out how they going to kill his ass. Anyway, guys, remember this. The same people you meet on the way up will always be the same people you meet on the way down. Naysayers, my patron love. Have a good one.